everyone, welcome to the show. I am Robert, aka The Tall Man. This is the lovely Lisa, my beautiful wife. We are coming to you live this very moment from the Symphony of the Seas from cabin 11694. And tonight we're going to bring you cabin. Here we go again.
And he was over here rehearsing Peter Piper. I can't do it either.
Yeah. We're going to look at a bunch of decks. How about that?
There you go.
Live shows. We can't start, though, without doing this. We got to give you a little of this. Balcony cam. But that's not the real balcony cam because the weather has started getting rough. Mm-hmm. The tiny ship was tossed. So that's actually a recording of balcony cam. Out here. I recorded it a little bit the other night. Yeah, we're heading into some rough weather. We're going to see how well this big ship fares. We're supposed to have, 30, 40 knot winds and, big seas. And the captain came on and warned us. So when the captain comes on and warns you that it's going to be some bad weather,
it's going to be some bad weather, yeah.
Anyway, so we are looking at deck 6 through 14. So let's get right to it. Oh, we can't because there are housekeeping notes. If this is the first time you've seen our show, you know what to do, right? You got to hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, become part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you, and it really does help out the channel, right? We come to you live every night here from the ship when we're on the ship, no matter what ship we're on, and it would help us out a lot, and we would appreciate that. The other thing that we tell you from a housekeeping standpoint, if there is something that you want to know about this ship, right, we're on it now. Mm-hmm. We have at our disposal the people that work here. So in the chat, if you're live with us, ask it in the chat, and if we don't already know the answer, we will get the answer for you tomorrow and bring it to you during tomorrow night's stream. If you're watching the replay, then leave a comment below because we read all the comments, and then we will find out for you and then bring it to you in tomorrow night's stream as well. Okay, so there's your housekeeping notes. So without further ado, let's get to deck 6. Hey there, welcome to deck 6. As you can see, we are standing up by the forward elevator banks up here by the spa. We're gonna walk in, but we're probably not gonna be able to see too much of the spa because they're probably giving treatment. But then we will walk and show you the boardwalk, the aqua theater, and the rest of it. So let's go ahead and start and see what there is to see. As you can see, when you first come in, there's like a little cafe area here. You want to get your nails done or a haircut, you can do it over there, right? Which is nice. They have all sorts of, I say lotions and potions. I don't mean that in a rude way. The fitness center is back over here. It gives you a map, the fitness center. So you can walk through to the fitness center. Now, if you watched our deck 5 when we were getting our miles in on the running track down beneath, again, here's the fitness center. There's a door here and steps that lead down to the running track, which is right here. And so if you're up here doing some exercises and cardio is your thing and you don't want to do it on a machine, you can have access to the running track. But they have classroom space here for group events on this side. Sorry. They have all the equipment that you want. And again, this ship is so wide, everything's sort of doubled up. I've got stair climbers, free weights on that side, but there's people working out, so we're not going to show it. And that's a dead end over there. Yeah, I pointed them out. We do our best to, while people are up here sweating and working out, that we don't want to video them. So I'm sorry I don't show everything, but I would rather people have their privacy than capture them. There's some consultation rooms here, okay? There's restrooms and locker rooms up there, okay? So there you go, there's your fitness center. Now on the other side of this was the actual spa. And again, I'll show you the entrance, but that's about as far as we can go. if you want to tour the spa. When you come here on day one of your cruise, when you're embarking, this is usually open for tours, but all the spa facilities are back there. Okay, so let's move on. And we apologize for not getting back in there. We normally will come down on embark day and video that, but we did not get it this time. We got your kids area, so we're going to show you the kids area in a bit. So we're back where we started. Again, here's the elevator banks. If we keep on to the right, stairs and cabins. What's nice about the ship, they do have deck plans everywhere. So if we continued this way, we'd be nothing but cabins. But I do believe we can stay up here. I'm not sure. No, of course we can't. We're cut off. So that's as far as we can go here. So what we're gonna have to do is there's speeches and entertainers and things happen from this, but there is some clubs up top on the other side. So let's go ahead and take the passenger cabins and get towards the back. Again, one more time. We're gonna go here till we get to the other stairs, okay? The other elevator bank. Here we go. Cabin stewards doing their thing. Gotta love your cabin stewards, everybody. Make sure you give them plenty of love. I guess I should also say, I don't know. I was going to say those who deserve it, because not all cabin stewards are the same. We've had ones that are amazing. We've had ones that are crappy. You know, our friends, they were in one of the suites and had a butler. The butler showed up day one, say hello. They never saw their butler again till the last day when they wanted a tip. And at that level, you know, the butler makes all the arrangements for you and does all that stuff. I mean, it's part of what you're paying for. And so, typically those are the cream of the crop that get those jobs. So, not all cabin stewards / butlers are the same. All right, so we are now lobby. This is the other elevator bank. Now, we're gonna stay to the left this time because we were on the back there. So I believe this is the schooner bar. All right, so there you have it, right, the schooner bar. There's a loyalty desk inside there, and it overlooks the Royal Promenade. Okay, so there's your loyalty desk right there, and your schooner bar. Now, I'd like to say this is a nice, comfortable place at night. I mean, it is comfortable, but as I mentioned, a lot of activities transpire down on the promenade, which makes it fairly loud up here. And I think I'm being generous by using the term fairly loud. By the way, love this. The cutaway, old schooner, right? Look at that. Imagine that back in the day with a sail. Wow, I just think that's neat. There's lots of neat things around ships if you just take a second and look. A lot of neat things. Okay, so if we continue this way, we're gonna end up outside at the boardwalk. Okay, but I do want to just finish what's up here because it's the last thing to see inside at this deck. Okay, so we will sort of break a little tradition here. Here's your main shore excursions desk area. I call it desk area. There's no, well, that's the desk. This is your iPhoto or photo area in here. So if you've had pictures taken, You can come here to see them. Were you saying something, Lisa? Oh, and there was a GoPro vending machine. Yeah, they've got some vending machines on this. We'll show you up top for like sunscreen and different things. Again, picture this new portrait studio. Okay, and again, we're at a dead end. So that's all we can see this way. But let's go look at the boardwalk. We had lunch yesterday out here. No, we didn't have it at the boardwalk. We had it at Central Park. There's a GoPro. You want a GoPro? There you go. You can get out of a vending machine. Yeah, there's a little cafe there on the in Central Park that we ate lunch at yesterday. We'll of course show you when we do the deck tours. Look at this. I can get dizzy looking up at that. Ooh. All right, the boardwalk. All right, here we go. They've done a really amazing job. You're gonna go get the picture over there, Lisa? Go get your picture over there. Stick your head in there and lift it up. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Was music playing in there? So, love all the sort
Your
of
fortune
half.
is mine for the telling, and yours for the hearing. Come, let Zoltar tell you more.
Oh, okay, Zoltar. No, thank you. Zoltar scared the crap out of me. So, yeah, it really does feel like a boardwalk out here. If you like hot dogs, there's the dog house. Here's your carousel. There's an arcade in here. And there's also an arcade up top. I think it's deck 15 or 16. I can't remember. We'll show you. But this is more old school boardwalk type arcade. Skee ball, some of the older games, right? So, is that a vending machine for games? What is this? Oh, it's Prize Hub. Yeah, so if you've won tickets on skee ball and stuff. Nice. All right. Yeah. Oh, that's not a door. All right, back out to the boardwalk. Here's your Playmaker Sports Bar right here. So if you want to watch your favorite sporting event while you're on a cruise ship, whether it's football, hockey, basketball, whatever, they've got it going on down here at Playmakers. You see they have it roped off so they don't want us coming in, but see there? They got shuffleboard in there too. Haven't seen shuffleboard in forever. But it's kind of neat because it's all open air, open out here. We'll get over to Johnny Rockets in a minute. Symphony of the Seas. There's your ultimate abyss slide. All right, you can. You survived the ultimate abyss. And here is your Aqua Theater. And so if you're gonna come out here and watch the show, well, this is where it takes place, right here. And if you haven't seen it, my gosh, you need to come and see it. The rock climbing walls are back here. They're sort of in between decks, so I'll just show you because we won't come back here again. So, and they're really tall. So there's one there, and there's also one right here. In fact, you know what? Let's just take you up there. Why not? We're here. We're dirty. Let's do it. The rock climbing wall. So again, unlike some of the other ships in this fleet that have the rock walls and they're up closer to the top of the ship, you get to this from deck 6. And there you go. Now you climb all the way up to the top. But yeah, here they are here. Okay? And a nice view of the Aqua Theater too. Right? All right, so let's get back down. All right, so let's look at the other side. There's some restrooms in there. I made mention, I think, during one of the other streams. If you hadn't seen it, I will talk about it. If you choose any of these cabins, these inside balconies, it can be loud down here at night too, especially when the show's going on. And they do late shows. What time do we see ours? 10:30? Yeah, I think the show was like 10:30, and the show's probably about 45 minutes. So it's a little loud out here. So it's kind of neat for the kids to climb on through. I think I would get stuck, so I won't climb my... Sometimes I do silly things for you guys. I think I would get stuck in there. So here's Johnny Rockets. The infamous Johnny Rockets, and they don't appear open right now. So I'm sure you've all seen Johnny Rockets before. Here's the menu. Okay, it's an upcharge. If I remember correctly, it's $15 per person. Get a burger and fries.
Sounds familiar.
Okay. What? And shakes, right? So there's your Johnny Rockets. Down here on the boardwalk. Diner. Here's a little shop, Surf Shack. All things beachy. Here is Sugar Beach. So you need to get a candy fix. Come down here. They will certainly help you out. It's hard to see with the shadows, but there's tons of candy in there, guys. Okay. So again, Sugar Beach, and it's on the boardwalk. So there you have it, guys. There is all of your deck 6. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Until we see you on the next ship or on the next deck, be safe. Hey there, Tallman Clan. As you can see, we are on deck 8 on Symphony of the Seas, and we are standing right here. All right, so this is where your Central Park is. Your upscale restaurants, which we'll see in a minute. Obviously, there's a lot of cabins. So we're gonna check out Dazzles first, and then your Central Park, and that will take care of your deck 8 experience. So this is Dazzles. Remember I told you about those little boards? These ones are showing some advertisement. So here is Dazzles. So at night, this is a nice club experience in here. As you can see, they have a band playing in here. The band that was playing out the other night in the Royal Promenade. This is their main home. So like top 40 and different things like that. So you have a overlook of the boardwalk out there, the ultimate abyss. This is 2 stories. So there's a second entrance for this up on the next deck, deck 9, but we're on deck 8. But you can get up to the balcony from the steps right here. So instead of showing it to you from deck 9, we'll just go ahead and do it now and cover all of Dazzles for you. What's behind the curtain? Dressing areas. Okay, so here you go. So here's the upstairs area. It's a sort of a skinny club, but you know, it's funny. This ship is so big that in any other ship, this club would be huge. In this ship, it's tiny, or at least tiny looking, but it's a really good sized club. It's funny how the size of this ship has made something like this look so small. There you go. So there's your Dazzles. All right, so let's go look at Central Park. And we're gonna stay to the right, of course. Oh, yep, today's activities on the board. So, if we go all the way to the right, your stairs and cabins are that way. But we don't need to go to the stairs. We need to go to Central Park. Now, A lot of people might consider this a quiet space, but I can hear the noise from up top. So if you're looking for real quiet, this is nice, especially it's serene with the greenery, right? It's real trees, real plants, but it is not exactly quiet, but it's not loud either. So here's your 150 Central Park. This is an upscale restaurant. I think sort of a French flavor to it, if I remember correctly. Okay. Here is where the Rising Tide Bar terminates at the upper level. So it's all the way down there at the bottom now, but it does reach up here. Now, again, I'm sure you guys know all of this already, but these are real trees. These are real plants. They are not fake. This is a living, breathing Central Park. We're just going to stay to the right. Again, it's really beautiful in here. Gentlemen. All right, so here is your Jamie's Italian restaurant. All right, so if you're gonna come for an Italian experience, you're gonna do it here at Jamie's. Okay. Continue on. Vintages. Now this is the ultimate wine bar. I believe they're closed right now. They are closed right now, as you can see. But if you are into wine, here is where you want to come on this ship. They carry all kinds of different vintages going back multiple years, and just the perfect serene environment to also drink that wine. So I'm sure you can come see him and he will take great care of you. So vintages here in Central Park. For all the winos out there. I know I say that with love. All right, so we made it down to the one end. Again, there's another entrance over there to Vintages. So you can get back into the ship this way, or you can get back into the ship this way, but we're gonna circle around. There's a couple shops up here. They're obviously closed right now. Cartier, right? Now, up here, this is where we actually ate lunch at yesterday. We didn't go to the buffet. We came down here to Central Park, and there's a little cafe down here. It's actually called the Park Cafe, and they've got tables inside and tables outside. And so, if you want a nice little snack, oh, sorry about the wind, guys. Wow, let's go inside. They've got some desserts. They have what they call grab and go. So you just grab that and go, right? They've got some fruits down there, some nice desserts, got some different sandwiches. They had a Cuban yesterday. I had a Cuban and a tuna melt. They've got roast beef. They also have a make your own salad. Not that you're making it your own, they're making it for you, but you can pick from all the fixings. And so here is the seating area that's inside, and here is the seating area that's outside, right? Which we saw when we walked by. Okay? So the Park Cafe, nice alternate eating area. So let's continue. See if the wind died down a little bit. Now let's say you want to come down here and read a book like this gentleman's reading. They have this sort of covered thing here. So if you're sitting here and it happens to start to rain, you won't get wet. Ooh, this has got some beverages for us. Let's keep on going. Again, we are sorry about the wind. We're getting a bit of a, is that rain?
Yeah.
Or are they cleaning? I think they're cleaning. And the wind's blowing the water over the edge. Your trellis bar. on this side because this is your Chops Grill. So if you want an upscale steak house type dining experience, it's your Chops Grill. Which, by the way, at the doors in some of the restaurants, they have these little umbrellas. So if you are caught in a restaurant in the rain, you can use the umbrella to go from, the restaurant that's inside to the regular inside the ship. But we'll try to give you a little look in here, see if we can just show everybody.
How are you?
We are fantastic. How are you today?
Very well, thank you.
All right, so there is the look of Chops Grill on the Symphony of the Seas. Got some nice, relaxing music playing. You can either do dinner or lunch in here on certain days. So there you go. Chops Grill, you should come in here. The meal is fantastic. We ate on Chops Grill on one of the other ships. Absolutely loved it. Bye-bye. All right, so there you go. There is your Central Park. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you're looking for a quieter, serene place with some greenery, of course there's that noise going right now when I said serene, you might find this place relaxing. All right, until we see you on the next ship or the next deck. Next deck, there's nothing up there, it's air. Be safe. Hey everybody, again, we're still on the Symphony of the Seas, still, and we are on deck 12. The only thing to see up here, other than passenger cabins, which we'll look at another day, is Wonderland. Now, Wonderland, they call imaginative cuisine, okay? And here's sort of a little bit of information about what they serve. Imaginative cuisine. I guess this is where they come up with things like turkey parmesan. Right? It is an upscale restaurant, so there's a charge to eat here. It's kind of a neat atmosphere when you walk in. Right? And even though we're entered from deck 12, most of the seating, as you can see, is down on deck 11. And so you have this really neat sort of entry into the restaurant where you have to come down the stairs. Now, I'm sure if you have some accessibility issues, that there is a way that you can access from another deck. We can find out for you. But if not, there are a couple of tables up there if you had to stay up there, okay? Because I don't actually see another entrance. Right? Yep. So a nice view out to the ultimate abyss, as well as the Aqua Theater back there. Okay, so there's your Wonderland. Maybe there's like a hidden elevator we don't know about. We'll ask somebody and we'll let you know. But guys, that is it for public spaces on deck 12. All right, so until we see you on the next deck or the next ship, be safe. Hey there, Tall Man Clan. As you can see, we are now on deck 14 on Symphony of the Seas, and it's just mostly cabins here. However, we have the card room and we have Adventure Ocean, which is a kids area, which we've already filmed, which we'll insert here later, okay? But let's at least take a good look at the card room, and then we'll move forward and see the solarium. And so here's the card room. It's a nice quiet space. As you can see, there's some computers up here. People come up here and play games and things. Hi, how are you? Good. So if you're wanting to read a book and you want a nice quiet place to do it, the card room is one of those places. Okay? You also, they have some computer stations. And so if you need to print something, you can sign onto the computer here, and there's a printer down at that end, and you can print stuff. This is what we were talking about last night. So there is your card room. So we're gonna turn the video off and meet you on the other side. Well, we never made it to the other side. In fact, there's balcony cam without balcony cam. There we go. There's the fake balcony cam.
Faux balcony cam.
Full balcony cam. Yeah, it's blown up pretty heavy there. And in fact, the hangers in the closet are banging a little bit, and things are moving. And yeah, this is the most we felt the ship move since we've been on there. So
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's a pretty stable ship for sure.
so far, let's see how we do.
We'll see how we do.
Yes, Solarium. We didn't forget it. We'll get to it. We actually videoed it with Deck 15. Castaway goes, welcome to the stream. We'll give you a little clap there. Thank you.
Yes.
You'll see Hooked tomorrow night. There is Hooked on this ship. We videoed it already, but it's on another deck, so we will cover that tomorrow. Yeah, Macrina, you're a little bit late. The weather is not favorable, and so we are not sticking balcony cam out tonight because I can't lose my phone.
Let's put it this way. The captain came over on the intercom and talked about the bad weather to come. So when the captain comes over on the intercom, you know it's going to be bad.
Yeah, it's just the winds are blowing pretty hard right now, and the seas have come up. And so if you've been watching, for those who don't, balcony cam is my cell phone. And so the picture that you're seeing is either from last night or the night before. We have my cell phone out there, and we just, pipe it into the computer here. And anyway, but, cell phones are not cheap these days. And I don't want to donate it to the ocean.
No.
The Caribbean, whatever. Anyway, so there you go. Decks 6 through 14. One more time, we will get you the Solarium. We saw it from deck 15 and walked down to get it for you. We'll be there. So a couple of things since Macrina, you're here. You were asking about lifeboats last night. They hold 370 people. So each of the big lifeboats, 370 people.
Mm-hmm.
Get a GoPro. Yeah. Oddly enough, I've got a GoPro.
Just not with us.
I used it on a family vacation before we even had our YouTube channels, and oddly enough, I've never used it again. The fisheye look for doing what we do, we didn't like it, and I don't know, maybe it'll work for balcony cam because I bought the kit that goes with it, so I can wear it on my chest, I can wear it on my head, I can wear it on my knee, I can wear it on my butt. I mean, I can put that thing anywhere. Well, almost anywhere. Anyway, so yeah, maybe it's just balcony cam. We're actually going to be getting Lisa a new phone here soon, so probably her current phone, which is paid off, just becomes balcony cam because it's just, we'll get no credit for trading it in, so we'll turn it into balcony cam.
Yeah, why not?
Anyway, so Macrina, yes, so that is a recording of balcony cam, but it is, one more time, the look from this cabin on this ship. We are on the 11th deck, cabin 11694. Mm-hmm. So let's back up. Yeah, you're going to have a great time on this ship in November, Castaway goes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's just
huge.
It's huge. I gotta get that guy saying that.
You need to. And there's so much to do. There really is. We're on for 6 days, and it's just not enough to see everything and do everything. It's just not.
No. We that's the sprinting we're doing. We're trying to sprint to get it all in for you guys, Craig. We still have to get all the passenger cabin decks, which we will always show you later because I put the little map up and the little red dot that follows me around, and that just takes time and editing. Don't have enough time here on the ship.
Funny thing is, we had planned on doing filming
tonight, but if we're gonna be like,
we're not sure we're gonna want to go through that, so we'll see how the ship does.
We may have to come on the ship in November.
Yeah,
next year.
We might have to with Castaway goes.
Yeah, a year from now.
Yeah,
we'll be off. With a ship this size, is it more often than not you're tendering in ports? So interesting thing, man. These. The ports that the ships go to, they've been dredging and building more piers, and we haven't tendered in quite a while, which has been strange. Now, when we were in Europe, we tendered a few times.
Once.
Was it just once? I think it was a couple times.
Yeah, you may be right.
And none of those ships were this size. But down here in the Caribbean, like yesterday at Labradee, Royal Caribbean has a lease on that place until 2050.
Yeah.
So they've carved themselves out a way to get their ship in, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I do remember, back in the day going to the Caribbean, at least one port you were going to have to tender in. Now it seems like you're pulling up to all the docks.
We haven't tendered in a long time, at least in the Caribbean.
So I I feel the answer is both a yes and a no, Craig. Obviously, we're not all places at all times. I would love to be, but on this set of cruises we're doing, for God's sakes, we went to Cozumel and Costa Maya 3 times. I mean, oh,
And no tendering there.
no tendering in either of those. But yeah, there are places where it's just not deep enough, and because of the coral or soils, different things, they can't dredge it deeper. So inevitably, there's going to be some places that the ships can't go.
But I don't think that the size of this ship has anything to do with it. I think that's just because of the coral reefs. I don't think it's any place that can go larger. I think already has.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't foresee tendering because of this size of this ship.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Blustery winter Wednesday. Yeah. Oddly enough, I mean, it's warm out there.
Yeah.
It just the winds have kicked up. Whatever is coming through the southern part of the United States, Florida, I guess, reports in from Fort Lauderdale, whatever, really bad weather. Which of course that is pushed down. We are now going to be going through it. We are a day at sea tomorrow, and then the day after that in the Bahamas. He already started priming the waters that we may not actually get to the Bahamas or be able to dock. He brought that up already, and we're in a day and a half away. That pretty much tells me it's going to get nasty a little bit. So anyway,
that's what I'm thinking too.
Wow, 375. Yeah, they can hold a lot of people. There's if you remember from the stream yesterday when we were doing deck 5, when I was walking the track, I walked up to one of them, and there are 2 levels. There's seats down below and there's seats up top. But look, these things are not made for comfort.
No,
they're made for survivability, right?
Yeah.
If you have to abandon ship, well, at least in the first many minutes, comfort is not an issue. Now, of course, the longer you might have to stay in that boat, comfort then may become an issue. But for those who cruise a lot, look, I got to tell you, there seems to be a ship in view almost every day. There's always help really close. And so even if there was an emergency and you had to go get a closer look at those lifeboats, I can't imagine you would have to be in them very long because help would be quickly behind. Hi, Alyssa.
I tend to agree. Hi, Alyssa.
Hi, Blake. Tyler. You said
Tyler.
all, so let's say hello.
Yeah, I do agree, because every time we look out, unless we're doing the transatlantic, if we're doing a transatlantic, there will be a couple of days before seeing another ship.
It doesn't mean there's not somebody behind us that we
That's
can't
true.
see.
That's
but,
true.
But
in the Caribbean, you can always see ships off in the distance.
Yeah.
So they're really.
In fact,
close.
we've commented about it.
Yeah.
Just maybe not this cruise, but the last cruise of it never used to be that way.
Yeah.
Where you'd come out here, and maybe when you're leaving day 1, there's a few ships obviously at port that are coming out with you, but then everybody goes in a different direction. Now it's like, I'm not going to call it a highway, but a highway. There's lots of traffic out here. So anyway, the highlights at the beginning of the show, if you were around from the beginning or you go back and watch them, that was from the ice skating show that we saw last night.
Yes.
We didn't get any other highlights of the ship today. We do apologize. I spent a lot of time on the computer working. Somebody's got to do the editing. She doesn't know how, so it's me. So
I tend to crash computers.
Yeah, and her phone's actually filled, so she couldn't video if she wanted to. So we had the show from last night. Now we got to sit right down at the front rail, which was awesome.
Yeah.
We filmed the entire thing, which of course I can't show you because there's copywritten music in it. Now I'm gonna figure out a way. If it is through Patreon, I will do that. But that means you would have to become a Patreon member, if you wanted to see that. So I have it for the future, but you at least saw some clips.
Yeah.
If you've never gone to one of the shows, these guys,
amazing.
I I really don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
I mean, the ice rink is fractional the size of what a normal ice rink would be. So, you know, you get some of these jumps in, you got to build up some speed, you know? And we could hear them crunching as they were going around. We were so close to the ice. And I know they got a little Zamboni, and I know they do good, but man, that ice was pretty tore up.
Yeah.
So
It was a little bumpy.
yeah, so I was surprised that they weren't like all falling over one another.
Yeah.
But they weren't. The show was amazing. And so if you've ever been on one of the ships, and you're like, the ice show, I don't know. Go
Watch
see it the next time.
Yeah.
The one thing that I didn't show you, because Lisa didn't have clips of it, the beginning of the show actually starts with some drones.
Yes.
I'm not going to say any more than that, but it's really freaking cool.
It
Okay.
is.
And so make sure you schedule time to go see the ice show.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, there you go. The ice show. The other thing, we were in Jamaica today. We chose not to get off the ship. We've been in Jamaica before. The only time we get off the ship in Jamaica anyway is if we have booked an excursion. I mean, we would get off. There's always a little protected port area, but outside of that, you don't want to venture outside any protected area in Jamaica.
Correct.
Whether it's there are safety issues these days, but they're just also very aggressive. I heard many people today who didn't know, who just walked just outside the gate of the protected area, and they were mauled. I mean, they weren't beaten up kind of thing, but it's all of a sudden, hey, come with me. I mean, they grab your arm.
They literally
I mean,
do. Yeah.
Very forceful.
Yeah.
Very, very forceful. And they do not take no for an answer.
Yeah.
So we never got off the ship today. Okay. We did some videoing around the ship, and obviously there's a lot of other people who decided not to get off the ship today either, because the ship was way more crowded today than it was when we were in Labadee 80,
Yeah.
which you'll see tomorrow, because the video that we shot today will be showing you tomorrow. Okay. That would have been deck 15, 16, 17. Well, that is coming tomorrow. But we videoed that all today. Like yesterday, the pools were closed yesterday on the ship. So we're like, wow. And we were going to video them, but we ran into our friends and we sat down and had a great afternoon with them and stuff. And, we are technically on vacation. And so we took the afternoon to be on vacation. And we're like, we're in Jamaica tomorrow. It'll be the same thing.
No.
Nay. Pools were open. And yeah, it was fun up there.
And it was busy.
Yeah. Anyway, so you'll see tomorrow. All right. Doing a 6-night on Symphony in March.
Ooh,
Sounds like it might
nice.
be worth skipping the ports and staying on the ship to see and do it all. Sean, look, man, if one of the ports is Labadee, no.
Go.
Get off the ship.
Yeah.
Have a blast.
Yes.
That is a private, it's not quite like, oh my gosh, I keep
Coco Cay.
not Coco Cay, the Royal Caribbeans. Royal Caribbean's not Coco Cay.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's the Mad Cow.
Mad Cow.
Okay, whatever Royal Caribbean's Bahama thing is. Is it? I just said Coco Cay is
It's
for.
Coco Cay.
I thought that was Carnival.
No, they are. What are they?
A beautiful day at Coco Cay. Yeah. Coco Cay.
Yeah.
Sucks getting old. Anyway, okay, it's not like that where you've got the huge massive water slides and all this thing. However, it's private. It's just for Royal Caribbean. We were the only ship there. I think only one ship can be there anyway. And it was all private. And so nobody's grabbing you. Nobody's doing anything. They've got amazing beaches. They've got zip lines and toboggans. They've got all kinds of fun things. So if your 6th night goes to Labadee in Jamaica, skip Jamaica.
Definitely Labadee.
And get off the ship and go into Labadee and have fun.
Yeah. Now, I will say that you can definitely tell when you're leaving the private area, you'll see the crowd of locals that are ready to pounce. So just stay away from that gate.
Yeah. It is a massive area that's the compound.
It's huge.
If you walk all the way, I'll call it the back, Walk all the way to the back where the shopping starts. Where
Yeah.
you'll see the little huts and where you buy trinkets or whatever. There's a big archway. And it says shopping market. If you go through that archway, you're in trouble. You are off ground. You have invited the vampire into your house. Don't cross the line. Okay. Yeah. So there are some shopping stuff inside. Stay
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
But again, that's all the way to the back. It's a walk to get there.
And they have
Really
a little
is.
trolley, so
There's a
you
tram.
can take the tram, so you
Yep.
can take the tram there and back, or walk.
You can watch the highlights, Sean, from yesterday's show. That is all of Labadee. Now, that being said, we've gone to Jamaica many, many, many times. The one thing that we are very fond of doing, if you've never been there, is Dunn's River Falls.
Mhm.
So if you have never been to Jamaica before, there are some fun things to do.
Yes.
Just, you got to do it on a cruise ship tour.
Yes.
Okay. This is not Jamaica is not one of those places anymore where you should go out and find your own way around.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't want to do that.
So if you like crawling up the falls and kind of fun things like that, they got zip lines there
Natural
now.
water slide. Yeah.
That is really fun to do.
Yeah, it is.
But we've done it so many times, it's like, same old crackers. So we just stayed on the ship today. So there you go.
yes.
You can use GoPro at the amusement parks for the roller coaster POV. Be safe on the seas, y'all. Get a stockpile on the beverages. Yeah, right? Yeah, well, we don't have the beverage package on this one.
No.
So we're, water, lemonade.
But that's fine. We
Yeah, it's-
typically don't drink anyway, so
Yeah, we
that's
don't
fine.
usually get the drink because we don't drink.
Yeah.
I think you saw us drink more on the last cruise than we have in the last year.
And we still had the bottle of wine from
Yeah.
the last cruise we were on.
We were
so-
given a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
I promise this thing's going to collect dust before it gets opened.
So, yeah, we've got the beverage if we want
Yeah.
it. It's there.
We're going to hunker down with this bottle. Ugh. You may not see us for the stream tomorrow.
If we go for that bottle, you're probably right.
Yes, Macrina, we are on vacation too.
Yes.
Yep. The Burfons are in. Yeah.
I love it.
I got news for you. It's International Tall Man Day. We've got more peeps on here than the Burfon tonight.
Although the Burfons totally loved the International Burfon Day.
Yes. We were having a big laugh about that.
Yes.
And soon Celebration K. Yeah. It's they're adding a lot of these destinations, leasing these spaces to bring their ships to. It's almost an interesting thing for me, right? Because they invest all these money, right, for these things, but they also charge you for all those other things on these places. And so it's just a place for them to stop and make more money. Call me the cynic, but it is what it is, right? If you go to another country and get off, you're giving your money to an excursion company or whatever, or the locals, right? But if you're parking in a Labadee or a Coco Cay and there's, it's $60 to ride the toboggans, Royal built the toboggans. You're giving them the money, right? All those people that were in that compound, they all work for Royal Caribbean. Every single one of them had on a Royal Caribbean badge, right? And so it's just another place for them to make more money.
Yeah, but if you want to ride the toboggan, who cares who gets the money? You're going to pay it to ride the toboggan.
That's true. The point is they're creating more of these private spaces.
They are.
Where they have you captive.
Yeah.
That's what my point was. And I'm not saying it is a good thing or a bad thing. But look, you don't have to do any of that crap. Get off the ship, walk your butt to the beach. There's chairs there that didn't cost any money, and have a great day, right? The food, they brought the food off the ship and had it there. That didn't cost you anything. So there's plenty of fun things to do too.
Oh, totally.
My whole point is it seems to just be part of the industry now where the cruise lines are creating more private spaces. They are paying for it with their own monies, but they have you more captive. So they have you captive on the ship during the sea days. Then when you have a place to get off the ship, it's not another country. It's just a private location that belongs to them, and they're going to make more money. Did y'all with me on this?
Yeah, but I mean, it is, a nice place to visit. It's something different. And you don't have to pay for a taxi or whatever to go off. They've got plenty of things to see and do there.
Oh, I am not arguing that at all. Not arguing it at all whatsoever. But, one of the allures of cruising, it has always been the thing, is for a 7-day vacation, 6 or 7 day vacation, you get on a ship and that's, you don't have to repack or do anything. That ship is going to take you to 2 or 3 different countries, and you're going to have a great time and explore those countries.
That's true.
In this example, what I'm talking about, that's not the case.
Yeah, you're not really exploring.
You're not exploring anything.
You're exploring the cruise
you're in a
ship.
compound,
Yeah.
giving them more money.
Yeah. No, that is true.
I don't know. What do y'all think?
That
Leave a
is
comment
true.
below. Right? if you want to engage in the chat tonight, we're here live. Chat with us. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment. I want to know what you think. Am I off base with this, or or did nobody ding? Did that not happen for anybody? I don't know. Let me know. Labadee, Falmouth, Nassau, all the ports. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
The Burfonds are Burfond 1 is at a show. Burfond 2 is casino. The off-boat Burfonds, I'm not sure where they are tonight.
Yeah. So, I guess, yeah.
Honorary Burfond's here.
Honorary Burfond is definitely here.
Honorary Burfond. Thank you, Patricia. The Honorary Burfond. But again, we got the tall man here. All right. Don't forget to like the video. Yeah. Thanks, Craig.
Thank you, Craig.
Craig and Macrina. God bless both of you, and Patricia being here every night.
I know.
Sean, welcome to the family. We're not excluding all the new people, but we do this. If you're new to the show, we stream every night at 8 o'clock from whatever ship we're on, bringing you in detail ship reviews. We do a lot of maiden voyages so that you can see these ships that are brand new, that nobody has seen before. We just got off the Celebrity Ascent just before this, and we had, broadcast, I think, more than 10 hours, 15 hours of content on the Celebrity Ascent, 13 cabins. We have more content than any of the rest of the guys out there. Not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just we happen to be there and get all that stuff for you guys. And so we stream. And we like to do it because we have a conversation and feedback instead of just a comment after the fact. A conversation can actually take place. If you have something to say, you say it in the comment, and we conversation. Right? You're welcome and thank you. And thank you and you're welcome. So, we are, speaking of Bahamas, we're on our way to the Bahamas. We think. We're heading that direction. Whether or not we're able to get there and do what we're supposed to do, I don't know. But we're not going to we're not going to Coco Cay. We're actually going
to Nassau.
Nassau.
Yeah.
I'm going to confirm because
that is true. No, you're right.
We're right. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. You were
sure?
talking about Coco Cay for some other reasons, but we're not going to.
Yeah, we're going to Nassau this time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's because they got us in Labadee instead of beautiful day at Coco Cay. Kid us twice. Maybe people would start going, "Hey, wait a minute here." Thank you, Craig. We appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
Dinner tonight. No, we haven't forgot. We were waiting for you to bring it up. The other thing we do, those who are new to the channel, is we at least show you the menus of what they brought for us for dinner. Because, sometimes just out of the blue, they change. Tonight was Caribbean night.
Yeah.
Right? Caribbean night, dessert. Oh, we're not done with dessert yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have a couple bites of that in a minute. Lisa did bring me silverware tonight, so I don't have to eat it all in one bite. Though that was kind of fun.
It was tempting to only bring one, though, because, that was funny.
All right. So I had the lentil soup, which was really good. I also had the Asian-style pork bao tacos, a little bready. Very tasty, a little bready because if you, I'm not sure you can read that. If you can't read it, I can actually blow it up for you guys. Give me a second here. There you go. If you see it, it says a steamed bun. It was a little weird, but anyway, it was a little bready. I also had a Caesar salad. I've been having the Caesar salad every night. It's okay. It's fine. We had the French onion soup the first night. I have not had it since somebody else had it at our table tonight, and it's the same report. Salty, no onions.
Oh, actually, she had 2 onions.
Oh, ooh, 2 onions. Wow.
We almost took a picture for
Yeah, I know. Look at that. It had a freaking onion in it. It wasn't just onion-flavored water. She had the Caribbean-style chicken.
Which was amazing. And it was a half a chicken.
Oh, it was freaking
It was huge.
Yeah, no, they're small portions. Who says cruise ships give small portions?
Yeah, no, half a
It's
chicken.
ridiculously large.
Yeah.
And then I had the jerk seasoned pork chop, which was also equally as tasty. It wasn't over seasoned. It wasn't under seasoned. It was really good. So, and then for the desserts, let's slide that up. Actually, we both had the blueberry cobbler.
We did. But I also, when we went down for my desserts, I got the pineapple cake. This is gluten-free, by the way, and it's amazing. So gluten-free, this is really good.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not gluten-free.
And even though I brought you a fork, you took mine.
See? Hang on. We got to get back here.
Where are we going?
We're going right here.
Ah, okay, there you
We're
go.
going full screen.
Okay.
The fake balcony cam is here.
Yeah, it's the loop.
Yep. Yeah.
12 seconds of balcony cam.
Sorry, everybody. I took her fork. I
Yeah, I
apologize.
can't enjoy my dessert because you've got my fork.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so desserts. Does everybody have their desserts? Normally, we eat them while the deck or whatever content we made for you guys today was going on, but I didn't do that today. I ate one of the cookies. I got still 2 more for later.
And I took a bite of the pineapple, and it's really good.
What did y'all have for dinner tonight in dessert?
Yeah.
I had jerk seasoned pork chops,
Mm-hmm.
Caesar salad,
Mm-hmm.
some kind of strange thing in a bun. Lisa tried the shrimp, the coconut shrimp.
I did. And I wasn't sure if I was going to like shrimp again. I haven't liked shrimp in a couple of years. I think if I liked shrimp, that it would be really good because it was coconut crusted and it was very crispy. Cooked appropriately. I just didn't like it. So, yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
I
What's-
tried.
Well, that's the nice thing about cruise ships, right? If they have something that
You're
you
not
thought
sure.
you might like but aren't sure, order it. They'll gladly bring it to you, and if they don't like it, they will gladly take it away and bring you something else.
Yeah.
This is a great way to increase your palate, if you will, right? Things. I've tried many things on the ships that generally I'm not going to try at home because, like, if you go to a restaurant, if you pay $20 for that entree and you don't like it, well, you just paid $20 for an entree you don't like. We're not going to bring you another one unless you pay for it again, right?
Mhm.
So
You're gonna go
popcorn.
hungry.
Popcorn is our normal go-to. We don't eat like this at home, guys. We just don't. We may have some cookies around, but that's it. We don't have cakes and this, that, or just even ice cream. I don't keep ice cream around anymore. I just do some sherbet. But popcorn. We'll probably have popcorn 3 or 4 times a week.
They do have it on the ship.
But they charge for it.
Yeah, they do.
Like they had popcorn they were selling outside of the
When-
theater.
For
They-
Hero, the water show.
Yep, the water show last night for the ice show. I think it was like $3.50 or $3 or something like that.
Yeah.
For like the little thing. I mean, that's an insult. I mean, when we're at home, we make like the big bucket. Sometimes we got to remake the big bucket.
Sometimes we do. We really like our popcorn.
She's perfected it. She has perfected how to make movie theater type flavored popcorn. So we love it. And we don't have it's really good.
It was pretty good. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So tomorrow, we've got deck 15, 16, 17. We did video the kids area. I think I still have them and I haven't deleted them. We'll bring those to you. If not, we can't get it tomorrow. It's a day at sea. And so depending on, you know what, I don't remember weather-wise if it was going to be actually storming. I don't think it's going to be storming. So if that's the case, the upper decks are going to be packed. And maybe we just show you that a little bit. I'm not sure I fully understood what 6,600 people are going to look like on a ship on the upper decks. I swear that was the most crowded upper deck I've ever seen. Would you agree? The last sea day?
Yeah, and I can tell you, when we were at Labadee, coming back onto the ship, the majority of people had already gone onto the ship, but there was just this flood of heads that you could see of people walking to get back onto the ship. It was crazy. So many people.
So many people.
So many people.
There's sort of an incline, a little hill that you're going. It's not really steep, but that
Just
you're going down towards the dock, towards the ship. So from Force perspective, it's kind of like when you're driving a car and you're going down the hill, you see all the cars, it's trafficy, but that's what you were seeing, just a sea of heads.
Yes.
Because we pulled out of Labadee at 3:30.
Yeah,
we
pretty
didn't
early.
get off the ship until like 1:30. And so there was just a little bit of time left. And when we were getting off, I mean, there was lines of people getting back on the ship, and the ship was already busy again. So we were surprised, I think is what she was trying to get at.
How
that
many people?
was still this mass of people. We're like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm
a lot of people.
interesting to see how Disembark goes.
True. True.
Well, everybody says, Royal is the master, of this. They've been doing this a very, very long time.
That is true.
This is not their first big ship.
That is
this
true.
is their umpteenth big ship.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got bigger ones coming. I can't even imagine.
No.
I can't imagine. the Icon. What does the Icon? Macrina? How many people on the Icon? Like 7,000? I don't know. It's close to 7,000 or just over 7,000.
Crazy.
Popcorn. Got to share your popcorn secret. Okay. Share your secret, Lisa.
It's Colonel Season's butter seasoning and pickling salt. Just a tiny bit. It's a finer grain of salt than the table salt.
Finer grain.
Would you stop? So it blends in better. You don't have that gritty taste.
So you can get it all on Amazon, and we are using an air popper for the microwave.
Yeah, it's a Orville Redenbacher. I don't think they
It
even make it.
looks like
anymore.
a UFO,
Mm-hmm.
right? And in the bottom, there's this
Little paper thing.
paper
that you put down
metallic-y
in
thing.
there.
Then you put the popcorn on top of that, put it in the microwave, and it pops it just like you would have in a pan.
Mm-hmm.
Then she takes that out and sprinkles a little salt, a little of that other stuff,
Mhm.
shakes it, then another layer of that, and shakes it, and then shakes it. That'll be
That's pretty
$5,
good.
Macrina. Carnival is starting. Are you talking about the large ships? Yeah, I mean everybody is. It seems like the standard is nothing less than 140, right? Standard, and the Mardi Gras, isn't it 180? Oh, new disembark process. Look, I'm not care what the process is, as long as when you get to customs, they all have that facial recognition thing. Because in the end, that's what really holds up you getting off and through that process, right?
That is
Because
true.
the reality is when you get down, you scan your key card, you get your luggage, and then that's all typically a very fast process, right? As long as whatever cruise line you're on is calling the numbers in a slow enough fashion that there's not the mass ganging trying to scan your card to get off the ship. But let's say that's not. The numbers are called in a relatively calm order, and they get through, scan your card, down the gangway, find your luggage if they've put your luggage, or roll your luggage, whatever it is. It's always at customs that's been the bottleneck. But now with the facial recognition, we haven't seen a line, at least for those with passports.
Yes. If you have to use your driver's license and your birth certificate, yeah, you are going to be stuck in line because they go through the verification process.
Right.
But if you got your passport, it just, it's like taking a picture. Okay, you're done. Go.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're unfamiliar, so when you get on the ship and all that stuff, they've gotten your picture. It's all part of the facial recognition thing. So when you're leaving, like Lisa was explaining, there are no more officers there.
None.
At all. There was one officer watching, like, I don't know, overseeing 10 of these things. There's one of Royal's land-based staff, or Carnival, or Celebrity, or whoever, right? And they just make sure that you stand. Okay, stand there. Take your hat off if you're wearing a hat. If you're taking glasses, you take your glasses off. And you just stand, and their little camera sees you, and it gives you a green light or red light, right? And as long as you've done your normal thing, it gives you a green light, you're done.
You're done.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's no one to talk to. There's no form that you got to fill out.
No more declaring anything. It's just, okay, good, go.
Boom, done, on the curb,
Yeah.
right? And so our disembarking processes have generally been really smooth. A couple times they weren't smooth. Recently, we had bad weather on... Was it the Mariner? No, it wasn't the Mariner. It was the one before. It was the MSC ship. We were late docking.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Getting to the port on the MSC ship.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't get there till like 8, a little after 8 in the morning. Normally we're there at like 5:36 because of
bad weather,
winds and bad seas. And
They
so it
weren't
slowed the
able-
ship down.
Yeah.
And so we were unable to get there in the time. And so it was like 11 o'clock and we were still on the ship. And I think the ship people finally got frustrated themselves because they were calling numbers like, okay, number, 1 through 5. 10 minutes will go by. Okay, number, 5 through 10. And they did this through 20. Okay. And then finally it was like, all right, numbers 20 through 90. Go!
If you're on the ship, you can leave now.
Yeah. That was not fun.
Yeah, that was a big mass exodus.
Yeah. So Macrinus is they're trying something new with Carnival with their disembarking. Well, guess what? We're about to be on the Jubilee. We'll let you know how it goes.
Yes, we will.
Personally. Of course, if it's new, it's through the disembarking's through the app.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning it's probably just going to alert you when it's your time.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, look, out of all the cruise lines we've been on post-pandemic, Carnival's app's the best. It seems to operate the most flawless. My app for Royal still isn't freaking working. I don't, and just Virgin's app.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah. Carnival's app works pretty good. The only thing that I don't like about the Carnival app is pre-cruise. It tells you things, but when you touch it, it makes you go to the internet. So app, if you're going to tell me things, do it in the app. So prior to getting on the ship, their app is worthless. Currently, I don't know if they're going to change it, but currently, as the time of making this video, before getting to the ship, their app is worthless. But once you get to the ship, their app's pretty darn good. Yeah. So, we'll see what happens. If they're giving you your time or your, bing, ding, 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 it's now time for you to leave. Mr. and Mrs. Tallman, let's go. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I don't know.
And Craig told us how many people are going to be on
7,600 full capacity.
Look
Thank
at
you,
that.
Craig.
Thank
Appreciate you,
very
bro.
much. Yeah.
Really do. Yes, look, that's 1,000 more people than this ship. Man, I just can't imagine.
I hope they have more seating in the buffet.
Yeah, we're gonna show you the buffet tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just
it's hard to find a table in there.
go to the restaurant. Maybe we should try that tomorrow.
Oh yeah, maybe we should.
Oh, but it's a sea day.
Oh, yes, we're having
golly.
lunch and
And
Chops
we're having
tomorrow.
lunch. Yeah, we're doing lunch at Chops.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah.
You schedule disembark time on the app. Oh, you schedule. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Like you scheduled to get on the ship, now you schedule to get off the ship. Okay. We'll see how that works. I like Virgin. Leave when you want to.
Yeah,
That was honestly the
As long
best ever out of any ship.
it really was.
Just leave when you want to leave.
As long
Just-
as you're out of the cabin by this time,
Yep.
you're good.
You got to be out of your cabin by, again, let's say 7:30. You have to be out of your cabin by 7:30, and you have to be clear of the ship by 10,
I thought it was
10:30.
10:30.
10:30.
Yeah.
Okay. Do whatever you want.
Easiest disembarkation ever.
Yep. So, yeah.
See what happens when you tell people leave whenever?
Somebody else.
Great.
I don't know why the rest of you can't figure that out. There wasn't a line. I mean, it just
No.
it was like, wow, what just happened? It happened so quick. We were going to video it. And it happened so quick, I didn't even get a second to put anything down to get the camera out. I was like, are we on the curb?
We're on the curb.
Yeah, it was great.
Where's our bags?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
It was
You know,
fast.
it was 4,000 people on their ship.
Yeah.
It wasn't like tiny. So leave when you want to leave.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all other cruise lines, listen to this and go take a go take a Virgin cruise
Yeah.
and see how they get off.
Yeah.
Don't watch their buffet though. But see how they get off the ship.
Yeah, stay away from the buffet.
All right, y'all. We've been with you for a while. We appreciate y'all hanging with us tonight.
yes, we do.
Of course, we don't have a show to go to tonight. We got nothing going on tonight.
No, we got to sleep tonight.
We
we
sleep any night.
Well, we're if we're planning on getting
Yeah, I
up
don't
to
know. I don't
video
We'll see.
text. Yeah. Looking forward to nice long sleep.
I'm just watching the blinds move a little, and
Yeah, we
Not
may
looking
actually
forward
go down to one of the lower decks and just watch the waves for a little bit. That's probably what we'll do.
Craig,
That back deck.
we're going out to
The
deck
back
5
deck,
on that
yeah.
running track area.
Yeah.
We're gonna go shoot some video.
Yeah.
Like right now, we'll have it for you tomorrow.
I think we're gonna do it.
I need a rope.
Yeah, you might.
All right, y'all. Thank you all so much for being with us tonight. We really, certainly do appreciate you. Really do. From the bottom of our heart, all of you. Thank you. Craig, we're going to run too. Until we see you all tomorrow night or on the next cruise,